Hey gang, City Manager Jason Slowinski here. Hey, happy Friday. Wanted to come to you one last time and just talk about a couple of things happening in the organization and share some employee awards with you. Since I talked to you last, we've had some changes in our organization, which I'm sure many of you are aware of, but I want to mention them anyway because I think it's important to call out and recognize some individuals. First, we've had some promotions in our management team level. People from our organization have moved up to lead departments since we last talked, and I just wanted to share my congratulations to them and recognize them. Jerry Stricker has been named our fire chief of the Golden Fire Department. Rick Murby is our new Director of Community and Economic Development. And Ann Byerly is our new Director of Public Works. All of these individuals have served our organization in different capacities over the years, but now have the chance to lead those departments. And they began their new roles at the end of last year. As of yesterday, Deputy Chief Joe Harvey was sworn in to be the new police chief for the city of Golden. And so congratulations to Joe. I know you'll do great work for the department, and it's exciting for me to see that we have people internally who have started here in various capacities over the years and have worked themselves into these new roles of leadership, who've prepared themselves, who've gone back to school, done other things that they needed to do to get themselves ready to take on these leadership roles. So rather than having to go outside the organization, we've been able to promote people right here, which has been really great. This week, it's almost 2 years, believe it or not, to the day that we had to pretty much change our lives as a result of COVID-19. And our organization changed as well in the way we did business. And so now here we are 2 years later that we're starting to finally get back to somewhat of a normal scenario. And I'm hoping real soon that all of you can get together in your quarterly employee lunch meetings and get the chance to get to see one of each other again in person and really start building back those relationships between the different departments in our city and establishing new connections for those employees who are new to our organization. Most of you know that I also am transitioning out of the organization. And if you don't, I'm not sure where you've been, but in the case you haven't heard, I'll be moving on to the Colorado School of Mines in a leadership position. So you'll still see me around Golden, and I hope to be able to still connect with all of you on occasion. But City Council will be doing a search for a new city manager. They have hired a national search firm, and we'll be launching that shortly in hopes of finding even better replacement for me than what I can deliver for the organization. In the meantime, City Council has appointed our Deputy City Manager, Carly Lorenz, as the acting city manager. I've had a chance to work with Carly the last 3 or 4 years she's been here, and I got to tell you, Carly is a stellar person, very smart, knowledgeable, nicer than I am, and she's going to do a great job for the organization. So I really am excited for the city of Golden, for the organization, and she will do great things and lead this organization to great successes as you work your way through this year. So I want to say congratulations to you, Carly, and I look forward to seeing and hearing all about the great things happening with the city of Golden. Now on to some employee awards. I want to recognize people who will be celebrating anniversaries between January 1 of this year and June 30th. And I'm going to apologize in advance because I know there's some names I'm sure to get wrong here. But I think it's important that one of the last things I want to do is take some time and recognize our employees who do great work for us. So those employees who are celebrating 5 years of service are the following: Robin Fleischman, Nathaniel Brown, In our police department, Ella Posky, head lifeguard, Randy Bramblett, crew leader in streets, Christopher Moles, pro shop specialist, Elizabeth Sweet, rec supervisor in Parks and Recreation, James Campbell, starter at the Fossil Trace Golf Course, Sebastian Stoyan, police officer in the Golden Police Department, Robert Smith, lifeguard in our Parks and Rec Department, Stacy Turner, also in our Parks and Rec Department, Vanya Scott works in the museums through our Parks and Rec Department, and Antonio Dukas, water treatment plant lead operator out of the Public Works Department. All of these folks started in the first half of the year back in 2017, and I want to congratulate you all on 5 years of service with the City of Golden, and thank you for all that you do for our organization. We have 5 employees who are celebrating 10 years of service. And those employees are Brian Radulovich, a police officer in the Golden Police Department, Janice Robinson, one of our fitness instructors at the Parks and Recreation Department, Joe Dolence, street supervisor in Public Works, David Meineke, golf starter out at Fossil Trace in our in our Parks and Rec Department, and David Chavez Jr., open space technician in our Parks and Recreation Department. All of these employees started in 2012, have completed 10 years of service to the city, and we want to congratulate them on the time and efforts they've invested over the years. Thank you very much for what you do for us. We also have a number of employees, 15 years of service. Kyle Raley, who is in our fire department. Many of you know Kyle through the years, transferred from Fleet to the fire department, but is now a firefighter with the fire department. And Kyle, congratulations to you. Michael Fulcomer, weight room attendant in the Parks and Recreation Department. Whitney Painter is one of our instructors in the Parks and Recreation Department. Ella Lyons, also an instructor in our Parks and Recreation Department. Brian Geyer, water treatment plant operator in the Public Works Department. John Hardy, many of you know John out, project coordinator in Public Works Department. You see him running around taking care of all the streets all the time, street projects going on. John Samt in our Parks and Recreation Department at the cemetery, working on maintenance down there, and Angela Coman, our rec supervisor in Parks and Recreation. All of these individuals are celebrating 15 years of service with the City of Golden, starting back in 2007. Congratulations to all of you for 15 years. It's really terrific. Appreciate your dedication to the city. Now we're getting into some big numbers. 20 years of service. We have one employee who is celebrating 20 years of service. That employee is Ken Grimes. Many of you know Ken. He is a manager in our IT department. Excuse me. Ken, you do a great job for us, managing all great things that IT does for the city and keeping us up to date. Thank you very much for the work that you do. Ken started on April 15th of 2002, so 20 years of service to the City of Golden. Thank you, Ken. And lastly, 2 employees who are celebrating 25 years of service, and those 2 employees are in our Parks and Rec Department. There's a lot of Parks and Rec people today. This is good stuff. Assistant Cemetery Manager, Troy Rodriguez. Started on May 19th, 1997, and celebrating 25 years. Troy, congratulations on that. I know you do fantastic work down at the cemetery. It's always looking spectacular, and the service you guys deliver is top-notch. Marianne St. John, a fitness instructor in our Parks and Rec Department, and Marianne started on May the 27th in 1997, and celebrating 25 years as well. And thank you, Mary Ann, for the work you do. I know our community appreciates all the opportunities and recreation that they have available in this city to take part in different things, and people like you that are able to deliver that for them. And so well done, and thank you very much for your dedication as well. Those are our employee awards for the first half of the year in 2022, and I am pleased to be able to read them off to you. I'm at the 10-minute mark. I'm going to end this message by saying this. I am going to spend my last day as city manager, which is tomorrow, Friday. I'm making this message on Thursday night, but you'll get it tomorrow. On Friday, I'm going to spend my last day working to arrange for all of you at some point, either in the next week or two, burritos, bonfire burritos, as a recognition for the great job you continue to do for us and the way you've started out this year of 2022. And hopefully, by this summer, perhaps we can get back to some in-person meetings. It has been my honor and privilege to be able to be the city manager here in Golden, very much a highlight of my career. And I got to tell you, there haven't been any better employees, city employees that I've worked with than the group here in Golden. I have been impressed from the first day I started to today of the work that you all do in the various different departments. I have the utmost respect for you. Public service is not always an easy thing. I recognize that, and when you commit yourself to making our community better, it just says a lot about the character and commitment of our employees. So thanks for all you do. Keep up the great work. I'm still going to be a resident here, so I'll enjoy getting to see all the successes you have in the future. And I'm going to be up the hill at Colorado School of Mines, so don't be strangers, and I hope to be able to see you soon out in the community. Take care, everyone, and we'll work on getting that burrito for you.